So this is the JIT playlist object. Um, this is basically a much more user-friendly way of making the JIT movie object with a little more like kind of GUI capabilities, interactive controls. So I'm just going to grab an object here and I'm going to type in jit.playlist. And we get this little object. Like I said, it's a GUI one, so it just turns into something. I can just label that. And the way it works is you can drag any movie into this and it'll have a little movie player bar. So just as an example, if we actually go over to the left side of the panel here and I click on video, it gives me some different videos I could choose. They're just in the Max, like kind of help documentation folder. So I can grab this and you can see that it's there. I'm going to move this back a little bit. If I want to add a second one, and grab it. And I want to make sure I don't hover over the whole thing here, just at the bottom. Now we've got two movies. I'll grab a third one for good measure. And there we go. It does not need a Q Metro. It does not need to turn on in the conventional sense. Everything's done through this kind of interface right here. All we need is a way of displaying the information, like JIT-P window. And when I lock the patch, not quit it, lock it, if I hit play, it starts playing that movie. And it also gives us a little timeline of where it is in the movie. Same with any of these others. I could actually toggle back and forth. And if you wanted something to loop, you can actually click on the loop toggle here. So now you see when we get to the end of this countdown movie, this helpful countdown, literally, it goes back to 10. And it can stop it there. The other thing we can do is we can also grab a subsection of the movie and it'll loop through that. So you have this kind of interactive sample control. And that's essentially like most of the functionality of this. The one last thing I would look at with this is if you wanted, let's say we grab this section of the movie, we have that sound there. If I wanted to turn the volume off, it's not any different than how we do it with the movie object. I'm going to say a message. The only difference is rather than saying vol or volume 0, I'm going to say set clip. I have to target which clip I'm like communicating with. And I believe it starts at a 1 index, so the first movie is 1, second movie is 2. So I could say 1, volume 0. Hook it up, click it. Now the volume's at 0. If I wanted to change the rate or the speed it's playing back at, same thing. I'll try it with the second one here. I'll say rate 0.2, so it'd be 20%. Now you can see it's much slower. And that's it. That's essentially everything you need to know about this object. Like I said, it's a jitter object. We got a jitter cord coming out of here. So anything else we've looked at in the tutorials, this object can interact with it. And if you're just having a hard time building it from scratch and getting it to work with the JIT movie object, this is a totally viable alternative. So enjoy.